gates of hell. Voices collide in the scorching domain, rising like thunder, crashing down like pain. Tunes brothers, they sing, they scream, they roar, crack open the vibe, hear the fire's call. Harmony erupts, raw flames in control, gorgeous of chaos feeding your soul.
Okay, welcome into Tunes Brothers. We got Lewis, Darren, Scotty, and Dave. Before I turn this over to Scotty for the introduction of what we are doing today, Mr. Scott was at an Ace Frehley show and needs to give us the lowdown.
All right, yeah, man. Ace done a pretty good job, man. I'm not going to say he done excellent because he didn't do excellent. He's, you know, I don't know, 70 something years old. I don't even know exactly how old he is. But Ace don't look that bad for his age. He's not getting around the stage, of course, you know, at any high tempo anymore. He struggled with a few songs that I didn't think he should have struggled with, but that's my opinion. And he done really good with some other songs, man. They played some damn deep cuts, you know, She and stuff like that, man. It was, and they done it absolutely fantastic, dude. I was loving some of the songs that they were playing and played them very, very good, man. I mean, damn, the sound was perfect. The sound was absolutely perfect. But yeah, Ace is, you know, he's not getting all the words in, of course. He's acting like he's about a bottle deep walking around on stage, but it was good enough. I'll give it that. It was more good than it was bad, in my opinion.
Did he take the opportunity to take shots at Kiss like he did when I watched him last year?
Nope.
Good.
Never mentioned him. Never mentioned anything like that. Hell, he didn't hardly even say anything at all.
Good. Okay, then what do we got going here tonight?
We've got W.A.S.P. The third album, the lineup change. For some reason, Blackie Lawless decided to get rid of the drummer and one of the lead guitarists because he, which is Randy Piper, he wanted to play guitar instead of bass. All right. And the album is actually, I think it's the last great album they put out. Now, I'm not saying Headless Children's not a good album. It is a good album to me. It's not a great album. But this album to me is a little bit subpar compared to the first two. And if y'all heard it, you'll understand why. The production is just not what the first two was. And, you know, we talked about that. Why? Why do they fucking do that? What is it about? You know, what are they trying to change? But anyway, you can't hear the bass in the damn album.
Is it just me too, or my speakers? I noticed there's a lot of reverb, like on the entire album. It's not just on one instrument. I kept checking my settings. Like, do I have some kind of goddamn setting on here for reverb?
Yeah, there's a lot of that, and the majority of these songs are really good. That damn, Blackie sings great. They're played great. If it would have been the production of either the first or second album, this would have really sounded fucking fantastic. But why do you seem to need to put 14 songs on this album?
Whoa, I don't have 14.
Those are bonus songs.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. But anyway, how many you got?
Well, it was 11, but since you wanted us to combine the intro with the first song, it's 10 on mine,
10.
right?
10. Okay, yeah. Well, I got them all in order anyway. See, I
got
haven't had
11.
this in a
It's
while.
12 initially, 11 if you combine the first two.
Okay.
Shit,
All right.
I'm missing a track then.
You're not missing much.
Well, we got to be off the album, whether we're missing it or not. We have to state it.
Let me look
Hold
at
on a
the
second.
let me look at the original list here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I see. I forgot to add one to the list. I know the order. I just forgot to put it in. No, that's not it. Oh, I Spy. Okay, no, that's not it either. Son of a bitch. Read the track. I can't flip back and forth, and it's confusing.
The Big Welcome, Inside the Electric Circus, I Don't Need No Doctor, 95
Right.
Nasty, Restless Gypsy, Shoot from the Hip, I'm Alive, Easy Living, Sweet Cheetah, Mantronic, King of Sodom and Gomorrah, The Rock Rolls On.
Son of a bitch, I can't. Which one? Hang on, I think I found it. I'm pulling a fucking Tommy here. Hey, Tom. Restless Gypsy's the one I forgot to put in when I was transferring. Okay. No worries.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I guess I've done give my take on it, and I think it's on borderline great good to me. W.A.S.P, one of my favorite bands. I just don't think it is as strong as the first two. You know, it's funny because how W.A.S.P put their albums out is how I like them. You know, in that order too. So, but it's a rocker. Just needed production work, and there's one song on here since we didn't do the bonus tracks that I'll get to, where they started going in the direction of Headless Children.
All right. My overall take on this album is not a bad track. Typical W.A.S.P. I mean, something about his voice for me and the style of music they play, even if it's just something in the background that I wouldn't choose on purpose, it's a good listen. But right off the bat, how gay does he need to look in that tiger unitard on the cover of this fucking album?
Yeah, don't ever have a go at Def Leppard.
Oh my God, does that? Oh,
you know,
that's bad. Are you going to defend him, Scott?
No, I'm just saying this is when he must have been just went complete power control. You know, you fire a great guitarist with the dual twin guitars just because you want to play guitar now. You don't want to play the bass, which he called a tool of ignorance.
Wow.
You know, I can't understand the power tripping sometimes these fucking people do.
Well, I've never understood the praise that lead guitars get. To me, it's always about the bass and the drums. I mean, that's the foundation of any song. But all I know is that was almost as gay as Def Leppard's Diver Down cover. Almost.
Gayer.
They had a guy in a Speedo. I mean, you can't be
muted, Darren.
You're muted, Darren.
It's not supposed to come off that way, though.
Def Leppard didn't have Diver Down. Diver Down was
Van
Halen.
Whatever, high and dry. The same thing. It should have been Diver Down. I've always said that with that cover, that should have been called Diver Down. Either way, they're both terrible albums from terrible bands. Okay, so that's my take. Good album, not a great album. I got 5, count them, 5 playlist-worthy songs. On to Louis.
All right, gonna agree with Scott about the production being very thin and not very bassy. I had to find a playlist on YouTube that I listen to because I'd rather go there. I control things better there. I took the playlist that this person had and I rearranged it and I made my own playlist. You could do that. You could just save the playlist and take other people's playlist videos and make your own. And so I put them in the correct order so I could listen to it from beginning to end. I would say one of the songs on there I would not have on the album at all. This is the 12th track. We made 11. One of them I would just take off the album completely and basically made it a 10-track album, making the first two one song, calling it Welcome to the Inside the Electric Circus or something like that. And as far as The Headless Children, that album is spectacular. It just needs some editing, needs a lot of stuff removed from it. But if you could take out, if I could, have the authority and the rights to take away what I feel doesn't belong on the album, then it's another great W.A.S.P album. It has a heavy sound, but a couple of songs on that album drone on too long with its opening and everything. But that's beside the point. I'm getting too far into that. This album I enjoyed a lot. I had a hard time ranking the songs. I had to break them down into categories of how many number ones I would pick, 2s and 3s, but did not follow the 1K, 11K, 11J. I didn't do that. And I didn't even put an A and B or nothing like that. And as far as I'm concerned, whoever picks whatever they want in the order they pick them, I have to respect you. It's not like I know the Kiss albums so well and how I feel about those. And I know I'm right about my choices there. This one here, anything anybody picks, total respect, no matter, except for one song. If you put one song above number 10, then I'm going to have a little respect for you. But other than that, I thought it was pretty cool.
Darren.
All right. When we did their debut album, I admittedly had said at that point, I hadn't given them a fair shake early on. I had never listened to a lot of their stuff. From this album, I think I had probably heard 2 songs, those being Easy Living and Sweet Cheetah are probably the only 2 that I had heard prior. Well, maybe 95 N.A.S.T.Y. Excuse me. I do not think this is a very strong album, both writing wise and production wise. Now, like Rob said, I don't think there's a bad song on here. I just don't think there's a lot of strong songs either. And I do think the production sucks. To me, it sounded like it was recorded in the deep end of an empty pool that was created inside of an empty Quonset, right? I mean, it just fucking sucks. And I think the music suffers because of it, right? The production just does not support the musicianship the way it should. And maybe that's the reason why I don't think it's as strong as it should be. And I did have a hard time ranking the songs because of that. But I did the best I could. I don't have a lot of comments on there or on the songs, but I ranked them the best I could. On to you, Scott. Well, you said you kind of already gave your take, so I don't know if you just want to pass it to Dave or not.
Yeah, well, good, because I thought I was going to be on this boat alone, Darren, but apparently I'm not. Thank you. But you're all going to gang up on me tonight because I didn't really like this album. If I was to do the Louis ranking, it'd be 1.5 flushes. And if I did the Darren rating, there'd probably be one song I'd have at 1 and the rest just at 2A, 2B, 2C. A bit like Darren, don't have a lot to say. I couldn't get into it. Listened to it 4 times and I really couldn't get into it. And I'm assuming the 2 albums before this were much better.
In my opinion, they were better, but
I hope
production really did stand for this album.
Right. I really like that first album, right? And I liked it so much that I actually bought it on vinyl, and I only do that for the albums that I really like. And that first album I liked enough to buy it on vinyl.
Yeah.
So I doubt I'll match anyone here, and I'll probably get the wrath of Louis.
Well, I found something online. It was an old postcard. Doesn't say what year it was. Maybe you guys can help me out.
It was 90. It was about 92, I think, if I remember right. Yeah, it's the good friend Paul
I
Hayes
just want to know which
and
one the
Steve Irwin.
kangaroo is doing.
No, that kangaroo was dead. It was stuck.
No.
So they're too dangerous to have a real one.
Okay, then I guess I will start us off with track 11, which for a second made me double take, thinking I was about to hear For Those About to Rock. 9.5 point nasty, right? I don't know why they are obsessed with these decimal points everywhere. The intro, very reminiscent of For Those About to Rock, but ultimately I put it's just kind of a boring song. Again, the ones I'm going to say are not great are still good. They just don't have much spectacular to talk about. And like has been discussed by most people on here, the production just ruins it. I mean, I had to keep checking every speaker setting I had because it was like I was getting this muddled echo sound on everything. I really couldn't make anything out other than Blackie's voice. So,
and for me, it was reminiscent to some of the early stuff that I had listened to from Twisted Sister. That kind of turns me off from listening to some of their early stuff that hasn't been remastered.
Yeah. Louis.
Audio wise, I didn't have that problem at all. Just like I said, it just sounded thin. I just found a site or a YouTube channel that had a bassier sound to it, and the song sounded normal. They sounded pretty good, but still, it's the strength of the songs or whatever. The one I picked to go at number 11 was a song I think it was just a filler, and even if you left it off the album, The Rock Rolls On. I didn't find anything to be special about that song.
I have to rethink my fucking list already. Christ, god damn it, Lewis. The Rock Rolls On is also my number 11. My first two that I'm going to mention, I definitely think are filler and could have easily been left off the list or off the album completely. But yeah, The Rock Rolls On, and again, could have been left off. Scotty?
Yeah, triathlon there, man. We got The Rock Rolls On at number 11 for me too. I think it's filler too. This is a song that I never really cared that much about, and this is the direction they go with the next album.
Really?
This song here could have been on Headless Children. I figured everybody would have had this at number 11. But I'll have to say I don't really care much for it. I don't hate it, but I'm not going to put it on a playlist. That's for damn sure. Number 11, it's a filler. That's what I think about this one.
Which one?
Yeah, bell ringing time.
Yeah,
The Rock Rolls On.
Rock Rolls On? Okay. Yep. Sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
Would you like to counter argue that one, Louis, before I go?
No.
Hey.
What would I
You
counter
looked like
argue?
you disagreed that was the direction.
Oh,
Headless
yeah,
Children.
that's right.
That's where you're going.
I don't think Headless Children followed the direction of that last song at all.
I do.
Well, if we get to eventually doing that album, we'll all have to, have our own opinions.
Yeah, and let's not
Could
forget.
agree with you, or they could disagree with you.
Let's not forget, this is when W.A.S.P hit headline status. This is when they were the big act. Blackie wants to make all these changes and then produce it, get an album produced like this. And they make, because the other two albums were that good, that's why this album got them headlining. So that's just my opinion. But anyway, Dave.
Yeah, I was just trying to take the focus off my pick. So, number 11 for me was "I Don't Need No Doctor." I think this is the cover. Just didn't do anything for me. I'm not familiar with the original, so I'm not basing it off the original song. Just didn't do anything for me.
Okay. Well, I had no idea there was covers on here. I think I heard you guys mention like two of them, but I had no idea. When listening to this, I definitely wouldn't know the originals either, apparently. But number 10, I got the improper English that usually Lewis would be all over. I don't need no doctor. I'll tell you this, he sounds a lot like Kevin DeBro on this song. A lot like Kevin DeBro on the verses of this. Or DeBrow, whatever. I've always said DeBro, so that's what I'm staying with.
Me too.
But I got kind of boring and repetitive. Again, not terrible. Just, it's not one of those that's up there for me.
Thanks, Rob. It doesn't make me feel so bad now.
Didn't the Who do that?
I don't know.
There's a Uriah Heep and a Humble Pie song on here, I think so.
That's Humble Pie. Okay.
Louis, it's you, man.
All right. I just want to make sure. I love the.
Hey, Lou, are you feeling all right tonight?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You seem kind of under the weather.
No, I feel fine. I just, I don't know. I can't see whatever. But I love the opening to this song, and I always had it on a playlist on cassettes and stuff as the best of for W.A.S.P. because I love the opening so much. But the song itself, looking back, doesn't hold up like it once did. And the opening has got such a dramatic type opening that I envision, let's say, like a desert type area or out in the Midwest or the area like Arizona or Nevada, where the hills are and the flat parts and all that. And something terrible is happening to this family. And all of a sudden you hear this opening music and these heroes on motorcycles come up over the hill and then down the hill to save the day. And that's the opening to I'm Alive. That has that dramatic thing. I just imagine all that going on. And then he's like singing and complaining to like a preacher type person. It gets gotten to the point where it's like, shut up, dude. We don't want to hear it. So I'm Alive is number 10.
All right.
All right. For me at number 10, this is where I put the song King of Sodom and Gomorrah. Again, I also feel that this is a filler track, not to be confused with Freddie Mercury, the King of Sodomy. Yeah. The King of Sodom and Gomorrah at number 10. Scooter.
Okay, Scotty, man.
Okay. Number 10 for me is the cover from Uriah Heep, Easy Living. I remember. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember when I first seen the song title and I thought, damn, is this they're going to try to pull off Fast Ways, Easy Living, But it was a totally different song. I love Fast Ways much better. But yeah, man, that's another thing about W.A.S.P. Now, it's my opinion, okay? The damn songs that they choose to cover, and they've got more too. Paint It Black by the fucking Stones. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible. It sucks beyond belief. But anyway, yeah, I never was crazy about. I was never a big Uriah Heep fan. They had a couple songs, I think. I would have to backtrack, but that's not one of them that I really cared about. And I don't care about them doing it that much. So it's number 10.
And to be fair, Scotty, Painted Black wasn't a good song from Rolling Stones either. So
No.
For the Rolling Stones, it's a good song.
well, yeah, if you want to be like that, but
yeah,
I'm agreeing with Scotty. I have the cover "Easy Living" as my number 10. So I must think the W.A.S.P songs that they wrote are better than the covers because both the covers are down the bottom for me. Once again, yeah, just this song just didn't really do much for me, and thank God it was only 3 minutes and 13 seconds long.
Okay. Number 9, I've got the combo sandwich, the big welcome / Inside the Electric Circus. The first 51 seconds was more than a bit annoying, but I put that aside and judged it on the song itself, and it's just okay.
All right. This song, I never heard a song express so much freaking wild overemphasis on having sex, like he was going to lose his mind and everything else. And it's technically, the song is a phone number, 95 N.A.S.T.Y, and it's translated to 9562789. The only trouble is 956 is not a prefix, but it is a Texas area code. So that's where I put 95 N.A.S.T.Y, number 9. What a coincidence. 9 for 95 N.A.S.T.Y.
Yeah, I prefer 8675309.
Yeah, definitely.
Much catchier.
Echo Valley 267809.
Partridge Family.
Partridge Family, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm too young for that.
Me too.
Oh, get off the glass.
Hey, by the way, did you guys see the commenter who, oddly enough, kind of commented or complimented us while ripping us? It started off saying, I'd like to start out. He was talking to us from the warning video. You guys are rude, crass, and socially unacceptable.
Oh, that's the compliment part. I like that.
Yeah. And he said, but judging by your reaction, I'm sure you wear that as a badge of honor. And I said, damn, excuse me.
Yeah, I've seen that.
All right. At number 9, I think pretty much everybody's already talked about this one, the bad grammar. I don't need no doctor. Apparently it's a cover. I don't think I've had heard the original either, and thankfully, because it's not very good. There you go.
You don't need no cover to listen to.
Yes.
Okay. Scotty.
I take this one was a track that was an extra track, Flesh and Fire. Y'all don't have that one, do you?
No.
Nope.
That should have been on here, and the Rock Rolls On should have been thrown off.
And if you have Flesh on Fire, you should go see a doctor. Get a
Don't need no doctor.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Okay. Number 9, right?
Yep.
Now, from here up, I got no complaints with the songs. They're not all playlists, but I like from here up.
9 up, huh?
Manatronic. Very damn different, you could say. You know, Blackie's just, dirty, mean. He's got his own thing, man. I mean, he always has. I guess that's what made him stand out. How much they did, but I ain't gonna talk too much about it. I just can't understand the change and stuff. Production, man, it just kills me on this fucking album. I would have really loved to have heard this thing produced like the Headless Children. Now, when you get to that album, now that's some production, bro. And I'll give you that, Louis. That one will blow your damn face back, bro. It'll take the wrinkles out. So, yeah. But Manatronic, man, it's a good W.A.S.P song. Not my favorite, but number 9.
I say this album's probably to me like Mob Rules is to Darren and Rob.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, and I agree with you on number 9 too, Rob. The big welcome inside the Electric Circus. As you said, the intro. Not sure what it is, and the rest of it's just a typical 80s rock song. It's nothing special. It's okay.
Okay. Well, I would disagree because if you thought this was like us talking about mob rules, you'd be ripping this 6 Ways of Sunday, not just saying okay.
I'm being nice because Scotty really likes it.
Okay.
And you were really mean to him that episode.
Number 8 for me, The Rock Rolls On, another one that's just okay. So many of these songs are just okay. I mean, I'm not going to say filler because they're better than that, but they're nothing special that I would play on purpose. I'd put it that way.
I think they all lack something. Not sure what it is, but they all lack something. I mean,
production. I mean, that's the only thing I can go back to because those other W.A.S.P albums were really fucking good that we did.
Yes. I couldn't find any of these songs really had a lot of melody to them. Like, I don't know.
Louis.
No. Yeah, okay.
Could you be a little less interested, Louis?
I could be a little less, but I'll try to be.
Are you going through some depression?
No, not at all. Not at all. Well, sort of, but it's just I'm just a little bit tired. And
at this age, it doesn't matter if it's not big enough.
No,
have you run out of toilet paper, Louis?
Never. I've got a good supply of that.
Somebody in the comments was asking how Godzilla's doing.
Yeah. Oh, Godzilla's doing great. Anyway, I picked for number 8. I kind of like this song. It is one of the remakes. I think the way they played it has a very hard punch to it. That's why it didn't fall at 9, 10, or 11. I Don't Need No Doctor. It's by Ashford and Simpson. Someday I'm going to listen to that version. I'm sure it's not a rock song considered Ashford and Simpson or to, I think, boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife or something at that time of color, you know? So it's probably going to have a totally like a R&B feel to it or something. I'll have to listen to it while you guys are talking, and I can report back on my next go around.
I'm gonna stay tuned for that. Sorry, Lewis. All right. At number 8, the big welcome inside the Electric Circus. Yeah, maybe if that first part wasn't so boring, I guess maybe the other part would have fared a little bit better. But anyway, it is what it is. And that's where it fell, number 8.
Yeah, I will say it was no Psycho Circus. They shouldn't have opened the album with that. I don't care what that intro is supposed to be about a carnival opening or whatever. There are so many better, more powerful songs they should have opened this album with.
I agree.
Scotty.
Y'all got a problem with this opening and you don't have a problem with Psycho Circus opening?
No, because there's not a minute of some douchebag talking.
I like the openings. I think it's fucking awesome.
Well, you would. You like David Lee Roth in the 70s with all his talking.
Yeah, and I piss off the Warning fans. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God Almighty! Don't even. Yeah. Anyway, blue-haired freaking. Never mind.
I ain't got blue hair.
Blue-haired. What is it? Some of those people are fucking. Are they even out of grade school yet? But anyway,
actually, most of those people are older than all of us. That's the sad thing.
That is, ain't it? Anyway, number 8. 95 Nasty, man. Dial it up. See what happens. It's a song that they have done before on one of their earlier albums. I just can't pinpoint it. It's got the same vibe, the same sound, the same beat, but it's a different song. I'm going to have to dig that up and figure out which song it is. But it's a good song. I mean, it rocks. It's just, it's just there. It's in the middle of the pack. It's not playlist for me. A lot of these probably would have been if the production would have been better. Actually, this album here, they done the live tour. It's called W.A.S.P Live in the Raw. The damn songs on the live album actually sound way better than the songs on this album right here. Live. So, yeah. 95 N.A.S.T.Y, number 8.
Dave.
What the hell?
Have you finished listening yet, Lou, or do you need me to talk a bit?
Okay.
Okay, it's a short song.
Then it's my turn.
Yeah, no, I just wondered if you needed me to fill some air just so you've got more time to finish.
No, I'm fine.
Go ahead, Dave. I'll be right back.
I'm ready when
Yeah,
it's
no
my
worries.
turn.
You keep putting Mr. Bean up there. Have you seen that the popular thing at the moment is Bean Simmons?
Yes.
Where they combine Mr. Bean with Gene Simmons. Hilarious. I've never met one of these, but my number 8 is Sweet Cheetah. Once again, my notes just say just an okay song. Like, there's nothing special about it.
Okay. This is a real snooze fest of an episode here, gentlemen.
I'll try to get nasty.
All right. Number 7, I've got King of Sodom and Gomorrah. Some titles you just have to say, what the fuck? But musically, it's cool, but there's not much of a chorus to speak of that really stands out. It's just another one. The theme of the bottom half of this album for me, it's just okay. Musically, I love it, but that was about the only strong point of the song.
Which one was that?
King of Sodom and Gomorrah.
What did Dave have?
He had Sweet Cheetah.
Okay.
All right, Get Inside, Don't Need No Doctor. The Ashford and Simpson version done in 1966 has a James Brown style flair to it. Then Humble Pie remade the song, and W.A.S.P does their cover of the Humble Pie version of that same song. I chose for number 8, The Big Welcome / Inside the Electric Circus. I think it's a great way to open up the album. I don't have much more to say than that. It's strong enough to be, good for an opening for the album. And like I said, I like the album. I think it has a lot of good stuff going on in it. And it's definitely the production. And like I said, I listened to a list that the guy had the bass turned up because he did a vinyl rip off of the version I listened to. So that's pretty much it. It's
whoa. You're listening to somebody recorded vinyl for your review?
Yeah, he did a vinyl rip. Means he pumped it. He pumped it in through the system. It had nice heavy bass and everything. It sounded good.
You said 8. Don't you mean 7?
What? Did I say number 8?
You said
I
8.
did.
My number 7 song is the Big Welcome / Inside the Electric Circus. That's my number 7.
So were you getting like the popping from the needle and everything in that thing?
No popping. No, it just sounded good. The guy's name is Vic's Vinyls.
I didn't ask.
If you ever want to listen to it, but he's got the song kind of. Actually, you know what? Let me look at something. We're going to get a little exciting, okay? I mean, it's too late now. We're doing this show. We can't change things now. But let me see if I can get this pulled up.
I need choked on my biscuit, Rob.
So Gary can go while I'm looking something up.
You got us number 2? All right. Number 7, the other remake, Easy Living. I don't think they did a bad job with the remake. And maybe that's possible. That's why I had heard the song was because it was the remake. Maybe I hadn't heard their version. Either way, I don't think they did a horrible job with it. Yeah, you go fucking facepalm yourself, asshole. Easy Living, number 7.
Scott.
Okay, Ring the Bell, King of Sodom at number 7. Yeah, man, some of these titles too, man, a little different than the first 2 albums too. It's almost damn like Iron Maiden-ish titles here. But the song's not bad, man. It's a rocker. That's for damn sure. The
Keep
chorus
that
is
look
not
better.
bad. So yeah, man. I mean, number 7. Number 5 is 5 and up for me on this one playlist. I got 5
and up.
playlists.
The
Yep.
Uncola, 5 up.
Yeah.
Dave.
You're doing well. I've got 1 and up. Number 7 for me is Mantronic. I'm not sure what that is. Is that like an electronic man or?
It should be illegal, first of all, for people to create words just so they can have a cool sounding rock name.
I wouldn't say it was cool sounding. I just didn't know what it was.
It is
I think,
cool.
I think he was tripping on some Mr. Roboto when he wrote this song.
Oh, that's a good song.
I guarantee you there was something sexual.
Yeah.
Well, based on most of the lyrics I've read, yeah, probably. But yeah, it's sort of in the middle of the pack, so it's better than some of the others.
Okay. The last of the boring songs that are not terrible, Shoot from the Hip at number 6 for me. 5 up on here are playlist worthy songs. So relax, Scott. I'm about to give this band a lot of love. Louis.
What song you pick?
I picked Shoot from the Hip, which
Okay.
Go watch the movie From the Hip if you haven't seen that. Hilarious and suspenseful at the same time. Judd Nelson and Pee Wee Morris from Porky's. So you can't go wrong there.
All right, number 6, the man who's part man and part machine with balls of steel. He's singing like whatever. I don't know if his peckers made of steel also, but Mantronic, number 6. Don't expect more than that.
All right, Dayron.
At number 6, the telephone number to reach Rob, 95 N.A.S.T.Y.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, you never know what you get when you dial that number. But yeah, it could have been better. I mean, with something like that, you'd think that they would have raunched it up. Them being the kings of sleaze, they didn't quite deliver on the title, but
they might have got that off the bathroom wall, right? Speaking of sleaze.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going yet. My brother sent me a link at the Four Bears Casino. There will be Vixen opening for LA Guns, opening for Piercy and DeMartini.
Ooh, I'd go.
Yes, that's the catch. I didn't really want to make the trek and come back, because I'd have to wait till I get off work and roll out 3 hours to get there, 2.5, whatever it is. But man, to see DeMartini again, that might be something I can't pass up.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Not for that. I mean, for Vixen and LA Guns, I've seen.
Well, I'll go late on Vixen. There's no way I'll sit through the PMS show. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. I've seen LA Guns within the last couple of years, but to see DeMartini again, I would.
Seriously, have you seen Vixen? They look like the plus size women's store squeezed into spandex and leather. Have some self-awareness. I understand you're trying to look metal, but good Lord, ladies, you can't tuck that many rolls into leather pants and think it looks good.
They're trying to look like Vince Neil.
Yeah.
I haven't.
All right. Okay,
So
whose turn?
I wouldn't know.
I think it's Scott.
I think it's Scott's turn.
Number 6, Sweet Cheetah. It's just okay. Again, middle of the pack song. I used to like this a lot better years ago. I don't know what happened to it this time. Still not the worst, though, but just I don't know, man. There's a lot of things happen with this album. When your production goes to shit, man, that changes everything on your album, man. It does to me anyway.
I remember my first
You know,
cigarette, Louis.
you're thinking, you're pretty much
Not my
thinking
first. You know, it's not my first.
You know, I mean, so yeah.
So that's just okay. I really thought you would have had that higher, Scotty.
Nah, that's just a middle of the road song now.
All right, Davey.
We'll move on to another middle of the road song, and this one should have been called "The Rock Barely Rolls On."
Okay.
Damn, you had that way too high.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm getting rubbish for having songs high.
Hey, he might like Headless Children, Louis.
Well, I might. Louis,
Why am I getting that?
Oh, it was Dave getting blasted for saying something nice about the band.
But I got the what the fuck across my face.
Well, you just had to be there. Your face has got that what
All
the fuck
right.
sort of thing to it.
Number 5, I'm not far off of Scott, but I don't have it as just okay. I have it as a really cool song in my notes, and that is Sweet Cheetah. And from here on up, good stuff.
I'd check your notes, Rob. I think they're wrong. Did you copy of someone?
Louis.
All right, please don't put no promotion thing in front of me. If you go to my channel and just click playlist, you just go to my channel and click playlist. It's the very first playlist. It's the very first playlist. You can check out the W.A.S.P I heard, and that might, I don't know, that'll make you like it better or rearrange your song opinion, but that'll just be for a personal endeavor.
Is that a playlist?
Yes, I made a playlist.
I know you said it about 4 times. So.
Yes. Okay. Now, I got to say
Wait a minute. I distinctly hear you saying in a couple of past videos that you don't like playlists. On
No. I don't like making playlists for my videos because it fucks up the rankings, the ratings, and the views. But if you want to hear the songs off of this album sounding better than what you guys experienced, I'm just telling you, you could go there and listen there.
And only Louis would tell me not to promote his channel.
Yeah, I don't want the channel promoted for this. I just want you guys to go watch that playlist. Okay. Click my name, click playlist. It's the one at the very top.
Fair enough.
Off to the side.
And what's your channel, Louis?
It's some guy named Louis Fahui. Now, I got to say one thing I just remembered. I bought this on cassette, and it sounds tremendous on cassette. Cassette is not getting the love it deserves. When people know cassettes sound great, especially when they're new or they're well maintained. And sometimes the CD transfer is where it fails. The Crazy Nights on CD is horrifying and everything else for the audio quality. But you either got the album or the cassette's much better. This album is much better on cassette than it is on CD. And maybe due to compression of putting extra songs or something ruined it. But so I got this thing cranking in my car. I bought this cassette brand new when it was released. So I got this thing cranking in the car because I got to go from where I work to where I live. It's a 30-mile drive. And I got this thing blasting. And all of a sudden, I don't understand the words or nothing. It's so loud. And I go, eat your salad. I eat it alive. Eat your salad. I'm like, eat your salad? That's a very, I never know they'd have such a health-conscious promotional attitude about something. Then when I got home, because I couldn't check while I'm driving, I'm like, as I'm looking at all the song tracks, now I got to play it in the house, see what song it is that they're talking about. So it was Sodom and Gomorrah, King of Sodom. I thought you were saying, eat your salad. So I put King of Sodom and Gomorrah at number 5, just because it's so wacky.
So you started your promo about how underrated cassettes are, and then you just admitted that you couldn't understand the words listening to your cassette.
Yeah, because I had it so loud. If I turned the volume down, I would have understood it better. I'm talking fucking Delco Remy, kick your ass. The whole neighborhood's going to hear you coming around the corner loud.
Well, I will say this, Louis. Next time, I'd like you to put a little bit more effort and spend a little bit more time on your description. That was rather short.
I agree.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
What song did he pick?
Eat your salad.
I don't even got it on my list.
No,
Is that one of the bonus songs?
King of Sodom and Gomorrah.
King of Sodom and Gomorrah. I said it sounded like he was saying eat your salad. Oh, the other thing I want to mention is the first W.A.S.P album is the only album that has the band members on the cover, all four at that time. But I think that's a painting. They don't even look like a photograph. But
I don't think
no W.A.S.P album has the band members on it because of Blackie's fucking ego, which I'm starting.
Would you want to get in that jail cell with Blackie looking like that?
No, of course not. Why would you ask me that fucking question?
Well, that's
when
why
you
no one
toss
else is
the
in that
salad. When you toss the salad, do you like jelly or syrup?
There's no salad. I'm going to be victim of tossed, whatever.
All right. I've honestly forgot what album we're doing. It's been so long. Darren, your turn.
I think we're on Dynasty.
Cool.
All right. Number 5. Shoot from the hip. Just be careful when you do that, Lewis. You might break yours.
Not there yet.
All right. Anyway, yeah, after this, things start to get a little bit better. But again, like I said to begin with, I didn't think anything on here was great, just good. And we're getting there. So on to you, Scott.
Scotty, before you go, how is this? Is this one of the albums you did not care for or really liked from W.A.S.P?
I really like this album. It's
okay.
I like 5 songs right now I really love, and we're about to get to them.
I think you said good but not great.
Yeah, this is a subpar as far as overall album compared to the first 2.
I was just checking if this was being a big W.A.S.P fan like you are. I was just checking if this one was supposed to be one of their epic albums or not.
To me, W.A.S.P got worse as they went.
Okay.
I can't explain it. I don't know. Number 5, a great damn song, and I almost thought I had heard this covered. I mean, I thought this was a cover, but I think this is actually an original. I'm Alive, man. This one's fucking fantastic here. Great lyrics, great writing, great music, great vocals. I just wished I could have heard it produced. Just anything but how it's produced.
And I looked while you guys were talking about the production early in this video. And Blackie produced this, but he produced them all.
Oh, fuck.
I'll be back.
So Scott's getting a phone call and Louis dropping a deuce.
And Louis wiping.
I'll go ahead and give my number 4, which I think is a great fucking song.
Can I do my number 5 first?
Oh yeah.
I know I don't like the album, but geez. Ring the Bell. I agree with Scotty at number 5. I'm Alive. The thing I like about this track, she's hot, isn't she? Peter is certainly got a good girl there. I like the almost the galloping drums at the beginning.
Of which one?
I'm Alive.
Okay.
It's got a real galloping to the drums. Sounds like it could be at the beginning of a Western.
All right, I'm Alive.
Actually, when I stuck that up,
damn it,
your daughter was behind you, and I thought, I hope Rob doesn't put that up now.
Fuck off there.
Okay. Like I was saying before Dave so rudely butted out of turn, Mantronic is my number 4. I like this song. I like the acoustic into that really cool melodic lead with a good riff to follow and a big chorus, which is always a plus. I think it's a great fucking song, but the
what
title,
does it mean?
yeah, leads with a little bit to be desired, but I like it.
Could it be gay? Mantronic, an electronic man, a buzzing man.
Sounds like a guy with a bionic dick.
Well,
Louis.
Okay,
Steve
number
Austin.
4 for me is a song title that kind of fits with. I've been noticing something that for some reason I must get Darren thinking about porn a lot because, you know, he's always saying something to do with, you know, it's always some sort of sexual reference after he gets done, you know, and it's his turn after me or whatever. But Shoot from the Hip, I thought it has a good hard tempo rocking groove to it. Or I guess a little soft in spots, but hey, it kind of goes with the idea. It's Shoot from the Hip and it gets soft in spots at times. So number 4, Shoot from the Hip. Wow, you really put some stuff up there. Skeletor again.
Okay, Darren. What did you pick a song, Louis?
Yeah, Shoot from the Hip.
Shoot from the Hip. Okay.
Oh. All right. Number 4, I believe, matchup with Rob on this one. That's Mantronic. Yeah, I do think this is a pretty good song. I don't think it's great, but I think it's a decent rocker. Good enough to make, you know, to beat out the first 7 songs.
Stop it, Darren.
Watch, I think you got a wasp on your head, Dave.
I know.
All right, Scott. Rob and I had Mantronic at 4, and Dave broke his hip.
Okay. All right. Number 4 for me is a song I've always loved off of this album, bad production or not, Restless Gypsy. Freaking fantastic song, man. Great vibe, great groove, not the heavy hardcore W.A.S.P, the mid-range W.A.S.P. Blackie's singing with his just regular voice, man, which I love the hardcore voice too, but I like it when he sings with his, you know, how Gene has the demon voice and then he has his Beatlesque voice. This is the transformation on Blackie. I like both his voices, but I really love how it transpires on this song right here. Great song, Restless Gypsy. Always been one of my favorite on this album.
Dave.
Number 4 for me is 9/5 N.A.S.T.Y. Don't know why I like this one, but I do. It's okay. It's better than the rest.
Well, then how come you got to love it?
Well, it's better than the rest that went before.
Well,
you called that one.
It's better than the rest.
There's only one good song on here, but this is a little bit better than okay.
Okay, number 3 for me, Scotty just touched on it. Not Electric Gypsy by LA Guns, Restless Gypsy. Cool intro, and Scott, right on time. I put great tame vocals by Blackie on the verses, which is always cool. Brittany Fox does a little bit of that. Dizzy Dean, some of these, even Tom Kiefer. It's cool when you bring out that regular singing voice once in a while. The only thing I said needed a little bit of re-editing if it was me. The solo seemed like it was recorded in 4 different parts. You have to really listen, but it sounds like, okay, here's one solo, you know, a bar, and then there's like rhythm guitar, and then all of a sudden there's like a different sounding solo. It's like, what happened? There was really no flow, but it's not a big deal. I think it's a great song.
Wow. I got no rhyme or reason why I placed the song where I did, other than I like the energy of the song. Sweet Shit at number 3.
Hey, Louis, which one was it that you were going to chastise us if we had it above number 10?
Oh, The Rock Rolls On.
Okay.
And that's where we got Dave. We all said something, and you got to.
You know what's funny? You just introduced this song saying all the energy with the least energy I've ever seen in my life.
Which one? Sweet Cheetah?
The song you just did, you went, this song I like because it's got so much energy.
Well, it doesn't mean I have energy. It means the song does.
There at number 3.
And I masked up with Lewis Lips again. Sweet Cheetah.
Ooh.
Number 3. I think it's a pretty damn cool song, actually.
Settle down.
I hope that W.A.S.P shits on your head.
I removed his stinger. He can't do anything.
All right. Anyway, Scott, it's up to you.
Number 3, one I've always loved too. It used to be my favorite on here, but it's dropped a couple of spots. The intro, Inside the Electric Circus. I love the intro. I love the demented man, giving his damn little spiel there, and all the sick animals, and I love it, man. And the song is great. I like it. I think it rocks. Welcome. I bid you welcome inside the electric circus. Come on. Yeah, man. I love it. Love it. Love it. But it's not number 1 anymore. So it's dropped a couple spots. How they opened their show, of course. Their whole stage was set up like, not as crazy as Motley Crue's Carnival of Sins was, but circus fair atmosphere type stage, which was badass, by the way. But anyway, yeah, man, Inside the Electric Circus, number 3.
Number 3 for me too was my favorite song on this album until I heard 2 others after it. Was Shoot from the Hip. I've just got it's a bit better than okay.
Who's putting those pictures up?
Dave. It's your buddy.
Hope that helps the views.
Okay.
Help my view.
Number 2, to me, I think a lot of you have shit on this one already, and I think it is an awesome melodic tune with great chorus harmonies. I'm Alive.
I love it.
Thank you.
I said it was okay.
That's my playlist.
But what number was it at?
5.
Mine's number 5.
Someone shit on this. I swear to God.
Oh,
Which one?
I'm Alive.
It's great. Fucking great song.
No one's opening up with it.
No one's admitting?
It's
I
Louis.
put it at number 10, okay?
There you go.
Not like the other songs better.
The hell's wrong with you, Lawless?
But the other songs are better.
Your turn, Louis.
Okay, let me set those in my place. My number 2, it's a remake, but I thought they did a really great job with it. It's almost like a song. I mean, I don't want to get religious, but if you listen to the lyrics or read them, it can almost be applied to that you're gonna, change your ways and follow Jesus kind of thing. But it doesn't say that. But if you read it, it could be applied to that situation. And I thought it has a good melodic sound and very well done and pretty, has a good groove to it. So Easy Living, I think, is a very, very good song.
All right. My number 2 song. Excuse me while
Squeaker.
I listen to Dave Queef. My
ass is tight.
My number 2 song is the Restless Gypsy. It's a pretty darn good tune. Again, nothing on here would be necessarily playlist for me, but I could come back to a couple of these every once in a while, and this is one of them.
Scotty.
All right, number 2, the best cover this song has ever been hovered and ever will be. I can't believe y'all shit. All of y'all, I think, shit on this song. I don't need no doctor.
Oh, you certainly do.
Fucking rocker. Man, this one is badass all the way through. Love it, always have. Didn't know it was a cover for hell ever, like everything
Who
else.
the hell was the original band that did it? The Stones?
Ashford and Simpson.
Then Humble Pie.
I thought you guys were saying the Rolling Stones. Oh, there was some other conversation we had about the Rolling Stones in this video, right?
But as usual, your bad taste shows up, Scott. I mean, you're the only one that likes it.
Yep.
Who the hell is Ashford and Simpson?
I don't know how to describe them. It's a male
Black people,
female black couple.
Okay.
They write songs and have people perform stuff or whatever.
Right.
Like I can Tina Turner.
Yeah, sort of like that kind of thing.
And to be fair, Scott, that just fell in my, it was number 10, but that was just in my okay songs. I didn't hate anything, so.
My number 2. My number 2 is So Dumb to Get Gonorrhea. It's better than all the others, except for the top one, obviously. Yeah, it was a pretty rocking tune, so. That's what it's called, isn't it? So Dumb to Get Gonorrhea. Yeah. Oh, sorry, King of Sodom and Gomorrah,
I think.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. Misread it.
All right. Well, my number 1, and I'd like to say everybody on this panel except Lewis is incorrect. I don't know what you're listening to, but you all could take a lesson from Smokey here. Easy Living. This hooked me within 15 seconds. I had no idea it's a cover. I have no idea what the original sound like. I don't care. I don't even want to hear the original because this was so fucking epic for me. I love the fact that the Easy Living is used throughout the whole song. It doesn't wait for a chorus section. It's moving. It's grooving. It's got great harmonies on that. I absolutely love this song, and it's got a great guitar solo. So that is my number 1. I knew it as soon as I heard it that nothing was going to touch it.
It's that bad. I think Peter Chris's Easy Thing is better.
I just want to start off saying the Carnival Barker in the opening of the song of the Big Welcome is Blackie Lawless. That's him doing that Carnival Barker stuff. And the number 1 pick I chose for this go round was, I call this either Wild Child 2.0 or Son of Wild Child, Restless Gypsy. It's almost like lightning in a bottle, you know. And so for this go round at this time of my life, Restless Gypsy has reached the number 1 spot for this go around.
Okay.
All right. And for the record, Rob, I did not shit on this one. I have I'm Alive as my number 1 song. Lewis is the one that shit on it.
If I put it above 11, that means the song did not get shit on.
Okay.
Right.
Only number 11 is I classified as a song that's being shit on.
All right. I take it back, but not really. I'm Alive, number 1. Scott?
All right. Number 1 on Inside the Electric Circus. Oh, look out. Get out of the way. Here comes trouble. Shoot from the freaking hip, boys. Come on, man. What is wrong with y'all? Are y'all even listening to the album at all? Damn, man. Tell
All right,
them, Lou.
Scott, we apologize. Let's all change it to shoot from the hip for Scott, okay?
Shoot from the hip
All right.
is WASP through and through, man. They're
I
trademark.
put it number. I had it number
Anything
3.
vulgar, anything nasty, and y'all ain't even heard their vulgarest or nastiest song yet. It's called Harder, Faster.
I know that song.
Woo!
It's
Yeah,
on the live
Hey.
in the Raw.
Wasn't getting no radio play on that damn song.
At Louis' age, it's softer for longer.
Hey,
Softer
man.
and slower.
Sorry, Louis, I had to
Right.
jibe you because I'm about to agree with you. So,
Yeah.
my number 1 is Restless. This one to me was catchy, melodic, tasteful solo. This is the only one I would put on a playlist from this album. So
Wow.
Louis and I were correct.
I like that.
On you, Louis.
I like that. Correct.
We never
Oh.
hear that.
There we go. W.A.S.P. Inside the Electric Circus. Not bad at all. Not great, but not bad. Are we jumping back on the Kiss train there, Scotty?
Yeah, I think we need to jump back on a solo album anyway, do about 2 of them, and then we may throw that Twisted Sister Love is for Suckers in the middle somewhere. How's that sound?
All right,
We got to do all 4. Let's keep that grouped.
Okay, we'll do all 4. I didn't know if we was going to need a break from a couple of them damn things.
We
or
got to
not.
put them in the order I sent to Rob how they're promoted. The promotional order. We have to do it that way.
All right, Rob,
The
take
wrath
deep
of
breaths.
God- The Kiss gods may put the wrath upon us that we could bear.
All right, we got Kiss solos coming up. After that, we'll dabble in some Sisted Twister.
All right.
How's that?
So fucking which one first, Louis?
Paul Stanley. We gotta follow the order of how they're promoted.
All right,
How they're-
well,
I sent
that's
you all
fine.
those- I
I'm
sent
just
you all
telling
those
everybody
promotional
right now
stuff.
that everything's going to pale in comparison after
Listen.
a fresh listen.
Listen, if you just do one album at a time and just put the order you think is best, the next person's album should not have a factor of what you heard before. You're just going by what's the best on each person's album.
Okay,
They should
let
think about
me explain to you what I mean because maybe it's not coming out right. What's your favorite Kiss album?
my favorite Kiss album.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got too many of them.
Okay, well, just pick
Rock
one
and
that you
Roll
love.
Over, Alive, Love Gun.
Okay, so we'll go Rock and Roll Over. All right, what's your
Asylum,
least?
Revenge?
What's your least favorite?
Of the solo albums?
Yeah,
My
no, of
least
the
favorite
Kiss,
is probably
all Kiss
Jeans.
albums. No, of all Kiss albums.
Oh, I don't know. But
Monster.
Okay, so if I tell you to listen to Monster and you haven't listened to Kiss in a year, it's gonna suck. But if I tell you to listen to Rock and Roll Over first and then listen to Monster, Monster's gonna appear 10 times fucking worse than it would have if you wouldn't have had that comparison first. That's all I'm saying. Yes, each album is not versus the other album, but if fresh in my ears is utter fucking perfection, and then I go to like Peter Criss, Jesus, I'm going to be so perturbed because I'm already fresh in my mind, perfection.
Okay.
Hey,
But that could also work. That could also work in the opposite direction. You hear something you don't like first, and then hear something you like. You're going to overpraise what you like. It's going to sound more glorious than it really is.
You can't overpraise Paul Stanley's solo album.
and, and we didn't shit all over Peter Criss' solo album last time. I mean, yeah, we
Oh,
wouldn't.
we did.
I mean,
We'll do it Lewis's way because he's the only one who cares. We'll start with the best one. We'll
I
start
say
with the
we
best
do it. I say we do it more democratically,
Okay.
right? So I am Paul, Peter,
Okay, Paul.
Gene,
Mary.
Ace. All right.
yeah, put Peter and Gene in the middle. Yeah.
No.
That's what it would be. It would be great and great again.
Shit sandwich.
So, all right. I try to prevent the wrath of the Kiss gods putting the curse on us.
Oh, fuck you and the Kiss fucking gods.
But whatever album you guys want to do first, and whatever you
He's
want
going
to
to
follow
draw
up
one
with,
at
I'll roll
random.
with
Is
it.
what he's doing. He's put all
I
4
don't
names down.
care.
He's just going to pick one.
Now cheat, Darren.
I'm not cheating. I'm fucking.
You better be.
Do it right in front of the goddamn camera, all right?
You can cheat. It's all right.
And whichever way it fucking goes, it goes. What do I have to fucking put them?
Just pick it and stick it in front of the camera.
Actually, you know what?
We have to hit some of those lists I did too at some stage, Rob.
Yes, I know.
Got them already.
They're sticking to each other. That's your
Yeah.
cum jar, isn't it?
Ace.
Ace.
All right, so we're starting with the worst. That's fine.
Fuck you. That's the best.
Tell
All
them
right.
us.
That's the best out of all of them.
So, what night are we doing Ace Frehley's solo album?
Don't
I'm
matter
sorry.
to me, man.
I'm sorry, you uppity blue Kool-Aid drinking fucks. Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
If he wants to pronounce his own last name wrong, that's fine. E is E, A is A. It's F-R-E. Fuck you, Ace. Ace
It's-
Frehley. What
It's
day?
freely.
You guys never did 10,000 volts, did you?
Fuck no, but I did on my other
yeah,
channel. I broke
that's a
down on
damn good album right there, dude. We definitely
Right,
need to
no.
get that down.
I'd love.
I'd
love to
rather
savage that.
actually take 10,000 volts than to have to listen to that again.
I'd
That
love to
is
savage
fucking
that
awesome.
online.
That's a
As
good
it
album.
came out, I broke that fucker down on my I think it was this channel.
I remember seeing it.
Honestly, there are a handful of really good fucking songs, just not the ones he chose to release.
Cherry Medicine.
Fucking sucks. Cherry Medicine and Walking on the Moon are goddamn abomination and embarrassments.
Never
Horrible.
mind.
He's correct, Scotty. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You have to take those glasses off, mate.
Anyway, that's future. And Dave is right. We got a bunch of lists we're going to have to go back in on. So I am going to have to just start fucking writing the ship. But next, we need Ace Frehley's date.
I don't care.
Whenever you're ready.
Darren?
I'm available for the usual Wednesday.
I don't think I can do Wednesday.
You do Tuesday or Thursday.
Yeah, I can either do tomorrow or Thursday.
Pick one.
Let's go tomorrow.
All right.
I was waiting for you to say I could do tomorrow tonight.
Start listening to Ace's album and listen to the damn thing. We know it, but listen to it again.
Dave,
That's
did you
what
say
I
you're not
always do.
available?
No, I'm available.
Oh, okay.
I'm
All right.
always
So
available.
we will start with the worst of the 4 solo albums tomorrow night. And and we will go from there. All right, guys. Anything else to add? Oh,
Yeah, I
hold
hope
on.
people watch this one tonight and the commenters tell you to go fuck yourself for calling that the worst
Damn,
album.
look at the judge on that. Never mind.
Oh. Okay. Then I suppose that will do us, I guess. I don't have an intro or an outro, so we'll just go with the original theme from the past. And until next time, thanks for watching.